Welcome back, everybody. It's never easy to talk to our little ones about how to best deal with the pandemic and safety. Our next guest wants to make that conversation a little bit easier with her book, Patty and the Pandemic. Toronto Med student Nicole Crimi, who wrote and drew the art for this pandemic picture book for kids, joins us this morning. Good morning, Nicole. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
Awesome, thanks. I just mentioned on the Tease to Break, Premier Ford gave you props during a press conference, calling you a champion for this on September 30th. How did that feel to get the shout out?
Yeah, that was really amazing. I never really expected something like that to happen, but I was really grateful for someone like him to be acknowledging all of the hard work that I put into this book.
So how did this idea come to be for you?
Well, I was about 6 years old during the SARS pandemic, and it was already a hard enough time for me just having to wear a mask at school. So when everyone was sent home from school back in April, my heart really went out to all of the little kids. And being an artist, someone that likes writing, and someone who is privileged enough to actually have an education about coronavirus, being a medical student, it was something that I thought would be a fun idea and could potentially make a difference for them.
And I love it.
So it kind of just started off as, oh, sorry?
Oh, go ahead, love, yeah.
I was just saying it just kind of started off as a little idea, and then kind of things took way, and it became something bigger.
That's awesome. So it's basically Patty wants to play with her friends, but how does she do so safely, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it walks through her journey as being a normal little girl and then kind of seeing the coronavirus. It describes what it is, what you would expect to happen if you got coronavirus, and then how you can keep yourself and your friends safe regardless of whether or not you end up having it. And the idea is for it to be...
Sorry, it's the delay.
The idea is for it to be empowering and fun rather than scary.
It's the delay. It's one of the things we deal with here, but we're managing, right? You're doing awesome. Also, rules changed as we went along from like, you don't really need a mask to you definitely need a mask. How did you keep up with all those changes while writing it?
Yeah, that was definitely something difficult because we made it over the span of 6 months. So I did end up taking out some pages and making some pages a little bit more general. But I was lucky enough to have some good mentors that are in the medical field kind of to consult with to see what would be the most relevant long term.
And I love the give back component here. Talk to us about Face the Future and how proceeds will go to help it. What is Face the Future?
So Face the Future Foundation essentially gathers some of the world's leading physicians to go on these mission trips around the world into developing countries to provide life-changing and life-saving facial reconstructive and plastic surgeries for children who might not otherwise have access to it.
Wow.
So what I really liked about this foundation is that it's showing kids that by purchasing a book, you're helping yourself and your classmates, but it's also important to think about the kids that you can't see on a day-to-day basis and to help kids around the world.
Nicole, you're wonderful. What's the feedback been like? I'm sure parents are thanking you all the time.
Yeah, the feedback's been very positive. It's been really nice having the social platform and everything to see parents kind of reach back out to me and tell me how their kids enjoyed it, even sending me pictures of the children, which is really sweet. Yesterday, I just got to do a book reading at one of the schools outside, and it was just, it's nice to see your words come to life and to see the kids actually laugh at the little jokes that you put in the book and hold it in their hands and enjoy the pictures.
And guide them through this and allay their fears. I think it's so beautiful what you're doing. And this is a passion project. Tell us what you're doing and what your goal setting looks like for the next couple of years. You're a student.
Yeah, so I'm a medical student right now in my second year, and I have 2 years left. And after that, I'm hoping to go into head and neck surgery and hopefully be able to perform surgeries just like the people in Face the Future Foundation are performing.
Wow.
So I don't really know if there's another book in my future, but definitely want to do a little bit more humanitarian work moving forward.
Ah, you're amazing. You are such a bright spot for a million reasons, Nicole. For more information, everybody, make sure you support Nicole and Face the Future by checking out the book, Patty and the Pandemic, and you can find it, pattyandthepandemic.org. We wish you the best of luck and success in your career and keep doing what you're doing to really inspire and guide us through this. Thank you. You're an angel.
Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure.
Thanks, Nicole. Have a great day and stay safe.